What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell, Whispers from the Stars. We are joined by what's going to be the cast and crew for a little while of the Ember crew. I don't know. The name has changed so many times at this point. Ghost Beaters, I'm still rooting for. Ghost Beaters. Regardless, though, I am Jumbo Thick, your GM, your DM for the night. And let's kick it off with a brief introduction. Starting clockwise with the big Dan Decker.
Well, hello everyone, and it's nice to see you all back to the show. I am Dan Decker playing Mo Broadjaw, a bugbear fighter. He stands about 8-ish feet tall. Him and Rogar really wreck things from time to time. Mm-hmm. We're in the thick of something bad. We'll see if we make it out.
Indeed. And joined by the lovely Miss Kayla, who's pulling a Rogar this session. It's going to zoom in
I'm trying.
a moment.
I'm trying to figure out the best angle here, guys.
It's fine.
Oh, gee. Hello, I am Bellary. I am a former elf. I am a vampire right now. Mm-hmm. I am 5'11", 165 years old. Got that long white hair, skin, yellow eyes, looking real cool, gothic. And, hopefully...
No!
Hopefully the DM loves me.
There we go. She came back. She phased out for a moment. We're good.
Oh.
It's awesome. All right. Hopefully the lovely Rogar doesn't phase out this time. Let's see. How about Jumbo Smooth?
Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing Rogar, son of Amu this evening. 7'5", 400-pound Dragonborn from the Great North. Searching for answers from someone who was welcome into his tribe, the lovely Sinsu. But he might have picked up a trail, and that trail is Voldemort himself. He is here.
Voldemort. Damn it.
He's here. He's got no nose. He's got bulging eyes, sickly skin.
He's not Voldemort.
He casts his wand like so.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I can't wait to square things off.
Damn it. Oh, okay. How about our new character for the night? You don't have to do a full description and everything. Just we're joined by the lovely Doobie 209, and yes. As much as you want to say or not.
Yeah, what's going on, guys and gals? My name's Alan, and I am playing what will be Tristan Varel, who will be a high elf from the Thundering Summits. And I will leave the rest to be found out later.
Okay. So,
How did Darby die?
We're about to cut
that.
Yes. So last we left off, we've already missed this part. The crew had found their way into the dungeons of Castle White Shroud in pursuit of the Cult of Many Eyes. In so doing, you had entered into a jailing area, the Forgotten Cells. It appears that this section of the dungeon is separate from the normal fare that may accompany this place. As you saw strange architecture, strange doors, handles, one might say, writhed in tentacles, as well as several people that were very much out of their mind, including a woman that Rogar was specific. Rogar and Dayu, R.I.P. Dayu, were asked to retrieve by a lovely half-orc apothecary in the Devil's Market. She had very much was on the fringe of having her mind snapped as well. You guys blundered your way into the next room, which turned out to be a torture chamber, where there was a man standing, a large bugbear with a bloody axe and a headsman's hood, known as Rognak, the Carver, the head torturer for Clan White Shroud. And he was in the process of stretching on a rack the one and only Captain Glazig, who was completely naked and being stretched and on the verge of death. There were mangled corpses in various states of disgust and strange appendages. You rushed into the room, your surprise lost, with Rognak able to flee after destroying Dayu and leaving him to bleed in the dirt, as you guys were left to deal with not only saving Glazig from dying in this very horrible, grisly matter, but also were set upon by possibly some kind of failed experiments that dropped from the ceiling in cages. Rognak flew from the scene, supposedly up some stairs. The rest of you gathered up Dayu after slaying your enemies, and Brevrak giving a very, let's just call it an interesting pep talk to Glazig, informing him that he was really messed up and he didn't look good. You then gathered at the foot of the stairs. Velry decided that things were taking too long and headed upstairs by her lonesome, while the rest of the boys got a little sidetracked as Moog saw in the next room over there was a strange black hole just suspended in the air above a all too familiar stone idol with a tentacled face, dragon wings, and perched upon some kind of like a throne-like chair made out of strange material. It also was on top of a very strange-looking edifice that had been had strange angles. One might call it Euclidean architecture. The room itself having also very bizarre corners and different points of, let's just say, reality that may have been unraveling. The boys, not being able to resist, decided eventually at some point that they were going to get that idol, because it had, as they had seen, it had 5 of the 6 stones inserted into it, the yellow stones that you guys have been chasing for quite some time now. And Rogar was going to take that statue. As he approached the room, apparently he was overcome with some kind of foul illusion. And he began slowly walking towards what he thought was his home village in the frigid north. Then Moog went after him and had the same fate befall him. Then Dayu had the same. And then Brevrak had the same. Everyone failed their checks and slowly walked towards this portal where a writhing tentacle stretched its way out of the void, grabbed all of you individually, and then pulled you inside because Rogar and Dayu could not break free. However, Moog and Brevrak, having slipped free of their tentacles, Moog decided to not leave his friends behind and willingly jumped into the black hole, where then Brevrak recited well in Rome, if I remember correctly, when in Rome, and then he jumped inside as well. All of you were then beset by a horror beyond belief, as you had entered into some space that no mortal mind should be able to comprehend. And every single round you spent trying to escape, you lost a D4 of sanity.
Someone should go read The Jaunt by Richard Bachman.
Yeah, Richard Bachman's got some good stuff as well. One might call him Stephen King. Regardless, though, as all of you begin pulling yourselves out, very Ace Ventura, Dayu crawling over the top of Moog, all of you finally, eventually, after several rounds, managed to pull yourself free. However, Dayu, the lowest on sanity, right before you fled the room, knowing that you could not stay here any longer, failed his final check and he unceremoniously slipped away into nothingness. He just laid there, slack-eyed, drooling, empty, gone. One might call him dead, for all intents and purposes. It was not a hero's death. It was not beautiful. There was nothing great about it. That's how it went. Then you realized, as Rogar felt a shifting in his bag, he opened his bag and found little Kobu and Snacks also dead. Their minds having been shattered in this reality since they also took a trip with Rogar. Then Rogar, deciding to put their bodies out of their misery, snapped them like chickens, grabbed them both by the necks and and then broke their necks, finally finishing them off, and then just kind of threw them in the stairwell. That was also a great moment. He did very lovingly carry Dayu, though. He's still, the body's technically still kind of alive, but there's nothing going on upstairs. Regardless, though, Velry had disappeared. All of you made it upstairs at this point when Brevrak, Moog, and Rogar, the only surviving members, discovered that there was a kind of hidden door that was slightly ajar. Velry nowhere in sight. As you approached with some very terrible stealth checks, you saw within a scene where there were 3 individuals inside of a very lavish room. One might call it a bedroom in the palace, perhaps. A private quarters of what only you guys can assume is Lord Akron, one of the nobles that rules Porterona. A bit of a tubby hobgoblin, a few jewels, very kind of loose robes around his pudgy form, with a taller, what kind of looks like a hobgoblin, wearing also some layered robes with strange markings upon them, a hood down, which he had thrown back, revealing his eyes that were bulging rather largely out of his sockets. One might call it fish-like. Not Voldemort. God damn it. A nose that had sunken down, and while it was not gone, the nose isn't gone. It's not like a skull
Tom
nose.
Riddle.
It's not Tom Riddle. And his skin, a more sickly, sallow color, had smacked this lord across the face. Smacked him across the face as he was apparently disparaging on the fact that this wasn't supposed to go like this, was one of the last words you heard. As well, Rognak the Carver was in here panting, informing them that all of you had entered into this area and that they need to be doing something. And it appears they were doing something. There was something that was being cast, perhaps. Some ritual taking place. And before we pick up there, because we have yet to discover where Velry is. I know where she is. We need to take a brief trip back. Perhaps, let's just call it a few rounds. Yes. Ooh, yes. Yeah,
Call that a doodly-doo.
Yeah.
Doodly-doo.
Yeah. As there is an individual waking up in a cell right now. Trist, if you wouldn't mind.
Good evening, everybody. I'm playing Tristan Burrell. He is a not even a half orc. He is a high elf.
High elf.
High elf from the Thundering Summits. And he is a Chronergy wizard, or as some might know, Wizard of Time.
Time wizard.
Time wizard. Things are going to get weird in this campaign now. But for a quick description of Tristan, he wears a navy blue, kind of like a pea coat, long coat, with a long sleeve underneath, a vest that he wears, and you see there's a little chain that goes into the pocket of his vest. We'll remove more of that later. He likes to smoke on his pipe with his ankle-high leather boots and some regular old pants on. He has, if you've seen The Mummy, he has hair similar to Brendan Fraser, in a whitish, so blonde it's almost white. And he doesn't know how old he is, but he's roughly maybe 200 years old.
Perhaps. All right. Are we going by Tristan or are we going by Trist? What are we doing?
You can call him Trist.
Trist. Okay. So Trist, you hear a whisper. It's familiar. You can't remember the last time that they weren't accompanying you. Time to wake. In your ear, and your eyes kind of open. You're in complete darkness. However, being an elf, your elven eyes do pick out a cell that you are in. You're currently manacled to the floor. Your arms and legs both tethered together, shackled to the floor. It's damp and it's cold. You hear the sounds of screaming. Perhaps it sounds like a man giving birth. Several men, in fact. One might say 4 men. Coming, echoing down a hallway. It's a horrible noise.
What's causing such ruckus?
Yes. Speaking of ruckus, have you rolled sanity yet? Your sanity
I did
score?
off screen, but I can roll on screen.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. What did you roll?
16.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d10 now.
Uh, 8.
Subtract 8 from your score. And that is your
Okay.
new sanity score. You have an 8
All right.
sanity now. Welcome to
thing
the
I
club.
Good thing I rolled high.
Welcome to the club. As you don't remember much of how you ended up in this cell, but whatever has happened to you, your mind has somewhat shattered and lessened as what it used to be. And you're not feeling well. The whispers are intense. Several, perhaps, familiar voices, most of them your own, in disparaging different points of emotion, screaming, yelling, frightened, scared, happy, joyous. It's all very hard to concentrate on. And as you're sitting there, awake, suddenly the door to your cell opens inward. What do you do, Trist?
How am I like back on the floor, back on the wall?
Yeah, you're like on the floor, yes.
No. Pop my head up, my one eye almost swollen shut. Do I see anyone?
You see a shrouded form kind of on all fours, kind of very, very quietly scampering towards you. A tail brushes up against your leg. I found you. I have. Quick. They come.
Who might you be?
As you will remember Cratch, who was your guide down here in the sewer, who's currently he's fiddling with your manacles, and within moments, manacles are off.
Yes. Smells like you, Cretch.
Yes. You're very, very funny man. We must go. We must flee. This place is cursed.
Cretch, I trust you can get me out of here as I slowly start to get up.
You begin to get up,
Your things come. Here.
and he kind of throws you a bundle, which
My satchel.
appears to be your satchel and has pretty much most of your belongings in it.
Hi. The others, they hear. Did you get? You steal?
Afraid not, Cretch. I
What?
think this disguise works
What?
quite well.
You must take. He will eat me.
Just give me time,
Crash,
Cretch.
not wins. Death.
Easy now, Cretch. Just give me time. My head is shattered.
It's upstairs. You take yellow stone. Last. Upstairs. Go now.
Ah, Cretch. Check the bag. My book's in there.
All your belongings are inside of the
Alright.
said bag.
All right. Throw it over my shoulder. Start to lumber my way out.
Go ahead and roll me a d4. Trist?
Chris is of average height and weight as well.
Okay.
2.
2. Okay. So as this takes place, Trist, you will not enter into battle on the first round, but the second round. You shall let your self be known. So first round of combat, you're not there. Second round, you made it. As you kind of stumble your way, and you hear screaming, and you pass by the broken bodies of 2 kobolds as you climb your way upstairs. Both of them snapped, wearing little rags. They're like massive necks, just kind of twisted and cracked, broken. You kind of
kill such little beasts.
As you kind of
What kind of monster would do such a thing?
make your way up the stairs. It's at this point that Velry. Well, before we do that, let's just go ahead and roll initiative. Let's just go and get it out of the way, so we have initiative order for what inevitably is going to be a very intense scene. All right, so 15 for Velry. Got a 23 for Trist. Damn. Got a 9 for Rogar. Yeah, that's great for you, Rogar. That's great. How about Moog? 19 for Moog. And I want to say, let's see if this actually works. It does. I can roll for him. Do you guys see that?
No.
You guys can't see it?
No, I saw it.
You saw it.
It's on it.
Okay, it does. It pops up. All right, good.
Yep.
Good. So you know that I'm not fudging his rolls. All right, let me roll for my guys real fast.
1.
Oh, damn it. Oh, there it is. I'm going to use this since they changed their format, so I don't want you guys to see everything. 14. Ooh, shit, that's bad. That's bad initiative. Then you are going to be... Ooh, damn, that's good, though. Okay. So... before everything kicks off, Velry, your DM had very graciously rolled for you, as you were not present. And the reason the door was initially ajar before the rest of the crew, basically somebody, if I believe correctly, someone farted, and then you guys kind of fell into the room, knocking some books and other things off the shelf. Made very, very much obvious that you were there. Velry, you are currently on the ceiling, in the room, above said figures, very quietly, almost spider-like, attached to the ceiling, watching some of this unfold. They do not know that you are present. You will have what is considered a surprise round. You get to act separate from initiative, first round. So what would you like to do, Velry? I will say the ceiling, so the room is pretty large. The ceiling is, you're going to be looking at somewhere around 25 feet tall.
So, continue.
The 2 figures in the center of the room are the interesting Vesuvius that Rogar is oh so familiar with. Vesuvius Littlehorn, also known as the Scholar, who you guys have so lovingly dubbed Voldemort, as well as the Torturer Rognak the Carver. They are standing in the center, whereas Lord Akron has retreated towards the back of the room, and he's currently kind of positions himself next to a large chest of drawers, and a mirror that he's kind of ducked behind, and he's kind of peeking out of.
So, Lord Akron is the one that we were fighting earlier downstairs and ran upstairs, right?
No, the one downstairs was Rognak the Carver. He was the head torturer. He's got a large bloody axe. He was the one you guys had attempted to get a hold of downstairs.
And he's up there right
yes.
now?
So Lord,
Okay.
so Vesuvius as well as Rognak are both standing in the center of the room. Vesuvius looks like he's the one conducting some kind of ceremony that is coming to a crescendo. And you get the idea that this turn, whatever he's doing, is going to finish.
Okay. Do I see the rest of the people's?
Yes. You see them make a massive scene, and now you see an opportunity to take action as everybody is distracted right now.
So I've just been up there chilling, watching it. Okay.
Waiting.
Well, you know how I like to do it. I like to just jump down. So the guy that's performing the ritual, I'm going to, I guess,
attack.
Do my little twitch and jump on him and try and rip him up.
All right.
I'm gonna be enraging, of course.
Of course.
And I'm gonna go ahead and reckless attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna go roll again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
That's not gonna hit. Neither of those, so the first attack misses. We'll go ahead and roll for the second one.
Oh, Jesus. This is bad, guys.
It's not looking good. How is this happening right now? Are you sure you're not rolling damage? Are you sure you're rolling to hit here? That's not good.
I wish I could lie to you,
Yeah. I know. It's pretty bad. Okay.
I want to use real dice. Can we start using real dice?
No, we're not doing it. We're using the digital dice. So, Velry, as you kind of fall down.
Wait, can I use a lucky?
Yeah, you can use it on one of them. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let me try.
Let's roll one more time. Let's see.
Okay. Come on, man. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Love me.
A 14 would hit. Except. Except as you and as you're falling down like as you kind of just fall down on top of this man, and you're not going to take fall damage, Velry, because as he's coming to a crescendo, he looks up at the last second and flips an arm, and your claws actually scratch against some kind of arcane field as you kind of you just scratch in your. You don't take any damage, but you also you don't quite reach to him. You get within inches of actually meeting flesh, and then you're pushed away for a moment as he apparently has shielded himself for using his reaction. You were very close, unfortunately. So, Velry, that's going to be the surprise round. So now you are standing next to the individual in question, unless you would like to attempt to move away, because I'll let you use your movement if you want to try to move anywhere, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna back up like 10 feet.
Oh yeah, did you rage? Because I don't believe
I did rage.
Okay, yeah,
I said I raged.
You did. Okay, all right. I didn't remember. All right, good. So you're gonna back up from him?
Yeah, about 10 feet.
Okay. As you move away from him, he is going to. I believe this is a. Yep.
No.
He's gonna do it. Let's see here.
Oh no.
Well, no, he's already used his reaction. He can't use another reaction.
Okay.
Good. He already used his reaction to cast shield, so he can't. Right. He can't do anything else. He was going to, but you kind of back away. He's already taken the time to ward himself. So you take a few steps away from him, near almost like the bed in the center of this room, and there actually is like a 4-post bed, unusual that you guys have seen in the dynasty thus far. As you move away, Vesuvius begins to mutter to himself in some strange foul language, and that will then bring us to well, at the end of your turn, Vesuvius is going to spend his 3 legendary actions, and
shit,
the eye in his head, and he has a large eye in the center of his head. I forgot to mention that. He has several like strange appendages. He's kind of and it opens up wide, and as it does, the room begins to shift and change. And it's very reminiscent of the place that Moog, Rogar, and Dayu just inhabited moments before. Not quite as bad. It's like it's shifting and moving. Parts of reality are falling away. You hear something large in a clouded sky above you moving and writhing. Maybe a large skyscraper-sized tentacle kind of drift out for a moment as all of you are no longer in the material plane, perhaps. And as this happens, 4 creatures pull themselves out of the walls. They're small. They have almost blue crystalline appendages coming out of like their elbows, shoulders, some of their cracks and crevices along their bodies. Big gaping maws of mouths and no eyes, just black fluid running out of empty sockets. You would recognize these creatures as the same you faced in the hospital so long ago, if you'll remember back then. Or 4 of them begin to kind of pull themselves out of the wall. And that is pretty much all they can do. Which then brings me to Moog. Mr. Broadjaw. I need you to give me a sanity check.
I mean, your hair looks lovely.
Of course. Thank you.
Sanity check.
So just roll d20, and then for you, it's -3.
That's 4 minus
4?
4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's a 6.
A 6. Yeah.
All right. So Moog, let's see here. Do you want me to roll the d20, or do you want to roll the d20?
I'll do it.
Go ahead and
I'll
roll.
suffer my own fate.
Go and roll. 17.
Give me with your best shot.
Bad news.
Good.
The higher you roll on the table, the worse it is.
Oh, I know.
So Moog, you have this unnatural desire all of a sudden. You were just weeping moments before, and then this just transpired. And for the next round, so just this round, you feel the unnatural desire to eat what is around you.
Okay.
You must either use your action or your bonus action to consume some of the nearby offal that has become the environment. It is your choice.
Great.
But you're free to take the rest of your turn as you please.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action. So what do you need me to do? Take it.
Oh, no. Well, just so if you're go ahead and do your normal turn, and then we'll reserve your bonus action for eating something here in a moment.
Right. So is there one of the things coming out of the wall?
Yes, I would say that there'd be several of those nearby.
Right,
there are four
take
total. Take a shot.
Take a swing at one of them with my warhammer.
Okay, so you're just going to unbuckle the big warhammer.
Two-handed, versatile.
Yeah, you move in and you go ahead and go for a swing. Make me an attack roll, please.
Nice.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
12 damage. Good damage. Very good. Unfortunately, not enough. But it is enough to hurt the creature. As you move in and you hit it, and it takes a vicious hit. It is somewhat small, so goblet-sized for all of you out there.
Yeah.
You kind of smack into it. Another one from the wall kind of beginning to move towards you. The other two on the other side of the room kind of chattering and moving. And as you are close to this, you now hear that there is this aura, this whispering, one might call it an aura of madness, encompassing this creature as you get close to it. And it is, one might say, driving you insane. As you are this close to it. Moog, as your bonus action at this point, after hitting the thing, you almost unnaturally reach up to the head of your weapon and grab and rake your hand across it and then just lick the juice,
The goo.
that you just splattered off this creature. You just kind of, and it slithers down your throat, almost as if it's alive. That is your turn, Moke. That will bring me then to Velry. It's now your turn. I need you to make me a sanity check.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna pull a card for that because this is already gonna be bad enough. So just go ahead and roll me another d20, please. Natural 1. It's fine.
Oh no.
15. That's also high. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. Let me see. Let me roll for how many rounds. It's only this round. So Velry, you don't have anything to drop. Thank God. Your hands begin to shake and quiver as the room shifts and moves, and you see all of these things happening at once. And if you had something in your hand, you get the feeling that they might have been dropped to the floor. However, you are inflicted with an unnatural fear of your surroundings, and you're incapable of movement for this round. And you technically fall to your knees, and you are what we would call prone. You still have the rest of your turn. I don't think you have any ranged attacks, though.
I mean, I have a javelin.
You have a javelin?
Throw those
Yeah.
javelins.
Yeah, I mean, you could throw one. You will be
Okay.
you will be at disadvantage because of the unnatural fear, but you can do it.
You know, just gonna.
It's if you reckless it counterbalances. Now,
Yeah.
well, let me put it like this though. Who are you going to throw it at?
I wonder
So-
if I even can attack the guy if he sells his force foot.
Well, it's you don't see the shimmering flicker of the arcane field right now, but there is
Okay.
him. There's also Rognak. They're kind of close together,
Mhm.
as well as the other creatures that are beginning to swarm out of the walls.
I guess whoever's closest to me, I'm just like so scared. I just want to get whoever's coming.
So
you
you're
know.
looking at either Rognak or Vesuvius, either one of them,
Okay.
the Torturer or the
yeah.
Scholar.
I'll go with Vesuvius.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll then. Just be a straight roll.
Mm.
21.
The hit. Oh,
That-
that was the hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Even he doesn't see it coming. He doesn't have the chance to use his arcane ward. So go ahead and roll your damage. 9 points.
And
Damn,
then
that's
plus 2, right? Because I'm.
now.
reckless.
Remind
ranging.
me. Does that count? Jumbo Smooth for ranged attacks? No,
It still says melee. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
it doesn't count for
Okay.
range, right?
Hmm.
The rage.
Let's see. Mm,
Yeah, it's only for
It's only for melee. Okay.
Okay.
It's still 9 points
Just
though.
kidding.
That's
Yeah.
pretty. It's pretty good. It digs into his shoulder and he, oh, so you want to play?
Oh God.
That is,
Awesome.
I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, Valerie. Yes. Rognak, the Carver, as he's moving around, there's a large eye that's opened up on the side of his face, and it's unblinking and moving. You can see now that there are almost, now that the room is shifted into this new form, there are almost tentacle-like appendages that are beginning to peel away from his chin, almost as if he might be becoming something else. But he is going to rush towards the son of Amu, who's standing in the doorway. And he's going to try to kill him. So that's going to be a 12 to hit. Doesn't hit. And an 11 to hit. So he makes 2 wild attacks towards Rogar. Flails uselessly. As Rogar very I'm probably not dodging, more so just kind of catching the blows on his own sword. Both of you large creatures here. Kaiju battle in the center. That is going to be the end of his turn. So it will actually be the Son of Amu. It's your turn.
All right. Rogar would like to rage first off.
Got it. Rogar rages.
And then he will recklessly attack with his great sword.
Okay.
Rognak.
Now, Rogar, normally you get advantage when you recklessly attack. However, due to the whispering aura of the other creatures in the room, you technically have disadvantage.
So it's a regular attack.
So it's just a regular attack.
Okay. All right. What is that? 23.
23. That hits.
Yeah.
That hits. It hits.
23. All right. That will be 10. I rolled a 1. So 7 plus 2, 9.
9 points of
9
damage.
points of slashing.
Slashing as you kind of and you bring it down into Rognak. You kind of clip his shoulder, a little bit of blood coming out, but he seems to be none the worse for wear here. He took a little bit of damage before.
He's on the floor right now.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm assuming you just kind of dropped him. He's kind of rolling down the stairs behind you.
He's on the shield.
as you're fighting.
His mouth just gaped the entire time as he rolled down.
Exactly. Yeah, his broken body rolling down the floor behind you. Would you like to do anything else, Rogar?
It's messed up.
Sorry. No, that's it. Probably just engage with
Okay.
Rognak.
As you do
it's
so,
just karma for the way you talk about old Valkar when he died.
it is now going to be Breverak's turn. And he doesn't have his stuff equipped. What a fool.
Unleash the fury, bro.
Breverak is is going to, as a bonus action, he is going to you channel his fighting spirit, which gives him advantage, plus it gives him 5 temporary hit points. Go ahead and put those in there. He gets 5 hit points. Boom. And he is going to lash out with his Dream Blade towards the Carver, as you guys are both kind of in the stairway there. And he's going to try to move in without moving away from him as he does so. And that is going to be... An 11 does not hit. Unfortunately.
Damn it.
He kind of foolishly, and he's already used his action surge and everything else. So he kind of... and that's all he can do. So that will then bring me towards Vesuvius. It's finally Vesuvius' turn. As he's sitting there and he looks back towards Velry. Oh yes, you want to play. And he is going to unleash. He brings his hands together and crackling beads of energy fluctuate between them. And a lightning bolt flies towards Velry. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Velry.
I get advantage on this too.
Okay, you need it badly, so please roll a little bit higher.
Yeah,
That will do. However, you do still take half damage. So let's see how much this is going to be. It's a lot. I'm not going to lie.
At least she's raging.
So it would have been 29 points of lightning damage reduced to 14 points of lightning damage.
Cute.
Yeah, that would have knocked me unconscious.
That is, the 14 points is not, you don't, unfortunately, raging doesn't help with that. So,
damn.
So you just kind of, it kind of sears across you. You escape the brunt of it. It kind of bashes into the nearby wall. And what you see is, as it hits the wall, some of the structure like falls away as if you're not quite in whatever this place is. You're still somewhat tethered to your mortal coil, so maybe some comfort in that. As that happens, that is all Vesuvius is going to do, so he can't do anything else this round, which will then bring me at the top of the round. So second round, Trist, as you are running up, you start hearing the sounds of arcane fighting. You see in front of you, rolling down the stairs, a hobgoblin dressed in some kind of strange uniform, his sword bouncing and clattering as he kind of, and you kind of instinctively, you kind of roll to the side as he just keeps rolling down the stairs.
First victim of the foray.
As you make it towards the top of the stairs. At the very top of the stairs, you have Rogar fighting the head torturer, who now that you see him, you definitely recognize. And as you make it up here, you see the disturbing, messed up realm. And I need you to give me a sanity check.
Damn it.
Oh man, I forgot to make Rogar do it. Son of a bitch.
19!
19, he passes. He's good. We'll do that next round, Rogar. Don't worry. I forgot. You're lucky. We'll do it next round. I forgot to do it for Brevrak too. Son of a bitch. So we'll do it next round.
Kill your own enemies, bro.
Regardless, though. So Trist, you do manage to keep your mind from further breaking down any more than it already has as you take this all in. So you still have movement, action, everything. What would you like to do?
How far is the scene with Rogar and?
I would say
Brevrak?
that's probably about 5 feet from you.
Oh,
that's kind of this doorway. Like they were at the doorway that leads into the room.
I will step back so I'm not disadvantaged on casting anything.
Okay.
And I will, as I see who the obvious bad guy is here, kind of put my fingers up like a rock on type of flute, and you see a little ball of energy start to form.
All right.
In between my fingers.
All right.
Then when I flick my wrist down, I will cast a firebolt at.
Okay.
I forgot his name.
Rognak, the carver.
Rognak.
The torturer. What's called the
torturer. The guy who I thought was a bum.
Give me an attack roll.
It's a 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage,
and
please.
That will be for maximum damage of a 10.
10 points of damage. Very, very nice. 10 points of fire damage as you as a bolt, it flies. And I will say with a 19, it's eerily close, Rogar. You feel a fiery arcane bolt pierce slightly by your kind of ass flap, right past you, goes past your tail and hits Rognak kind of lower midsection. And it kind of singes some of the fur away. But yes, would you like to do anything else?
I will stay where I am because that feels like a safe space for now, and that will be my turn.
All right. So at the end of your turn, the creatures are going to move in. The star-spawned creatures are going to begin to swarm. 2 of them on Moog, the one he attacked, is going to attack him now. Let me make sure. Where are my dice? I can. So it's on self. Let me see if this, if you guys see, tell me if you guys see this. You guys see that?
No.
You don't? No one sees it? Okay, so I can actually use this damn combat tracker. Thank God. All right, that's going to save me a lot of time. So that's not going to hit Moog. However, there is another one. That one is also not going to hit. So Moog is spared. However, the next two are going to swarm towards Velry, since she's the closest one nearby. Well, we'll say one of them goes towards Velry, and the other one will go towards Breverac. So the one on Velry misses wildly. One on Breverac, natural 20. I'm not even joking. I should screenshot this damn thing. I should screenshot it. It's great. It's great. So let me go ahead and pull my card here. For its confounding bite. Oh, shit. Well, he doesn't use dexterity, so that's not bad. I think. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, he doesn't use dexterity, so it's not too bad. However, it is double damage. So let's go ahead and roll this. He's going to take 8 points of piercing damage. And he has disadvantage on his next dexterity attack, but it's not going to matter. So, and ironically, he is the best person to take damage out of all of you because he gets all these temporary hit points every turn. So he's looking pretty good as it latches onto him. That is going to be the end of the creature's turns because they can't do a whole lot. Oh, I forgot he has to make a wisdom saving throw. Where's his wisdom? There it is. And he fails his wisdom saving throw, which means that this next round attacks have advantage against him. That's awesome. So Moog, it is now your turn.
Do you need another sanity check?
I do not. You are free of your debilitating loss.
All right, so that I've already hit, who stepped up to me?
Yes, once.
Yeah. We're going to versatilely hit him with my Warhammer again.
Give me an attack roll, please.
Yeah, he's going to get squishy face.
It's going to hit. Ooh. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Oh, max damage.
Oh! That is more than enough. You squish the one that you hit previously. You wounded. You kind of overhand.
Oh, yeah. Put that head right down inside his shoulders.
Yeah, it kind of just crunches down. It's
no more dandruff for this fella.
Yeah, its spindly limbs kind of pancaked out like a crushed spider. The other one's still circling around you.
Yeah, he needs to make a sanity check. That's what's up.
He does not. This creature is insanity incarnate. Would you like to do anything else, Moog?
How far away is the other one?
There's one. There's one engaged with you.
Okay.
Still.
All right. Well. I don't have anything else that I can do. Wait, let me use. One hand.
Nope.
So nope, got nothing right now.
That will then bring me to Velry. Velry Sarden, it is your turn. There is one of these small kind of star spawn creatures circling you right now. You also have drawn the ire of Vesuvius. Keep that in mind. So, what would you like to do? You are free of the fear. No more fear. That's gone.
So, am I able to get up and
oh yes,
run towards the cities?
Yes. Now I will say, if you move away from this creature, you have 10 feet from you to Vesuvius. It will get an opportunity to attack you if you move away.
Oh, gee.
It might miss. You never know.
Excuse me. Well, is he looking? I didn't attack that guy yet.
Yeah, you struck Vesuvius. He currently has a javelin that kind of it didn't like stick in him, but it looks like it pierced some of his shoulder, and there's blood trickling down. He looks wounded. He doesn't look like he's on death's door, but he looks wounded at least.
But the guy, that next to me though, no.
Oh no, that one's fresh. Yeah, that one's fresh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him because.
Okay. Give me some attack rolls. Just go ahead and make 2 attack rolls. Now, these do have advantage if you want to do reckless.
Yes, reckless.
Yeah, they do. You get the idea that there are these strange whispers coming from the creatures, and they appear to protect their betters.
Does 13 hit?
13 does hit. They have
Okay, good.
very low armor class. So go ahead and make the second attack too.
Okay. I was going to hit, girl.
That
Okay.
one's definitely going to hit. You can roll again
I'm
just to see if
sure,
it's
Natural
critical.
20.
Critical hit. So you know what? Let's
Damn,
do
a
the
19 and a 20.
let's do the critical first, just because you
Okay.
might be able to finish this thing off. Let me draw the card. Straight double damage. So just go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll double it, and it might be enough to kill it outright.
So +2, right? 9.
9, 18.
So 18.
So 18 points of damage. That is a lot.
That's
That is
just my
enough
first
to,
hit.
yeah, the first hit, you just kind of rake your claws through the creature and it just, you kind of bisect it. And I'm assuming you're moving towards Vesuvius at this point.
Yeah.
So the second one was a
a
19 and
blood.
it would actually hit Vesuvius.
Okay.
And he cannot, it's 1 point away from him being able to shield it. So go ahead and roll damage for it.
All right. So 9.
So 9 points of
Mhm.
damage. Very, very good. As you kind of run up to him after there's still the arcane pieces of energy raking between his fingertips that kind of throws him aside, and you slash him across the chest, snarling. He goes, "Oh!" And he is taller than you, but still, you're in his face now.
Am I able to grab the javelin out of him? Or is that,
If you had an action, maybe. No, and now I will say it's not sticking in him. It's kind of like nearby.
Okay, cool.
But I'm assuming that ends your turn, which will then bring me.
And I want to say, yes, I do want. I came here to play. You know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
right.
That will bring me to Rognak then. Rognak, the carver, is going to spin on Brevrak because he has advantage on his attacks against him. Let's see here. With his axe. Roll, damn it. It's going to, a 20 will hit, and then his second attack. It's going to miss. A 9 misses, ironically. So only 1 hits for 15 points. Damn. 15 points of damage. That's not good. That hurts actually quite a bit.
He's okay. He's got temporary hit points.
Yeah, sure. Brevrak's looking bad. As Rognak spins around and cleaves into him. That will be the end of Rognak's turn, which will then bring me to the Son of Amma. It's your turn.
All right. So I got Rognak in front of me. Is
You
there
do.
like those small minion things too, or how many are left?
Yeah, one of them. So there are only 2 of them left. One of them next to Moog, who's kind of off to your left a little bit, and then the other one is right behind Brevrak. So not within. He's within 10 feet of you, so you're not within reach of him.
Not within reach. Okay.
Yeah.
If I was to angle myself
I see
in the
what you're
right
doing.
way,
So you're trying to slide to
Did
try to
I
be able to
slide?
reach both of them. You know, not
well, I'm
technically
hey, I'm trying
leaving.
I'm trying to do the
Okay.
trifecta. Can I get Rognak, the minion, and Vesuvius?
No, now Vesuvius is more towards the center of the room.
Okay.
Are you trying to line up a javelin shot?
Trying to line up that javelin
Okay.
shot.
I could say this. If you're trying to get 2, you can either get Rognak and the creature, or you might. It would be a higher AC to get Vesuvius and the creature, but you can't get all 3 of them.
Okay.
Your choice.
I'll go
Do
for
it.
Rognak and the creature.
Okay,
Or
so I'll
whatever.
say this for ease of use. make the attack against the creature because it bolts through, if I remember correctly. Because if you attack Rognak, then your attack's at disadvantage. So, So go ahead and make an attack towards the creature. You kind of angled yourself. Even though you're in melee, this gets weird. It only has an 11 AC. How did you do this?
Describe it. Describe it for me.
I just feel like I throw it. I'm like, I just kind of
I will say you're still in melee with the carver. You kind of move around him.
As I see him, pull out this weapon, I can probably figure out it's magical.
Oh yeah,
I've been alive for 200 years.
It's true.
I will put my left hand into my vest pocket, and I will turn the dial of my pocket watch. I'll put my right hand out and slightly turn it to the left. And I will chronal shift time about maybe 5 seconds back in time so he can attack again.
Okay. Yeah, he can do this.
Hope I didn't waste that. Go
ahead and make another attack roll.
I can do it twice and it's a reaction.
9!
Jesus Christ.
You blew it.
Ironically,
you are by far the worst barbarian I've ever seen.
You see it. It kind of it goes. Tristan, you kind of instinctively you can reach for the pocket watch and you kind of dial it back, and you see it missing, and then it goes back into his hand, and then he's like, oh. He throws again, and it's at the exact same angle. It doesn't move at all. It still goes off wide. Skitters across the floor.
Change time.
Wasted my ability.
So you tried, Tristan.
Bonus action. I wanna angle myself so I don't hit Brevrak. Frost breath.
I'll give you this. You can either just get the creature, or you can just get Rognak. You're not going to be able to get them both because of him standing right there. Okay.
I get the
smaller creature.
I get the creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and I will make a Constitution save. Right.
Yeah. 14 con save.
I'm gonna fail this. Natural 1.
Yes.
Fail. I'll hold a card on this one.
It's magical attack,
Maybe say something cool, bro. We'll kill the dinosaurs.
Chill.
Okay. All right. So it doesn't mean it's not going to do much. The card doesn't matter. So, but 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Cold damage.
Cold damage, as it fails miserably on that. That was bad. That's good. That's good damage on the creature. These are not very hardy things. So not bad. As you kind of exhale some frost breath on the thing, it kind of hisses as its maddening whispers still emanating around it.
How far did my javelin get thrown?
I would say it's pretty decent ways in the room.
This is outrageous.
So it's not just within reach here. Yep.
I kind of vision like I slipped,
I guess you slipped. It went pretty far.
It didn't rewind time far enough for you to not slip.
However,
exactly.
It's now Brevrak's turn, and he's going to Fighting Spirit again because if he doesn't, he will die soon. And he is going to make a attack towards the creature. He does have an advantage. Natural 20. Son of a bitch.
Hell yeah, kill your own people.
He's going to. I've got a feeling here. Double damage. It's not gonna matter the rest of this. It's gonna die. It's gonna be destroyed. I'm pretty sure. He's using this two-handed slashing. Let's do the flat and then we'll double it. By the way, you can use flat on here. 12, so that's 24 points. Yeah, he destroyed this creature. Brevrak, in a cry of rage, after being hit, I am Brevrak Blackshroud, noble warrior, and he just slices through, bisects this thing in half, over the top, cuts it in two. Just kind of falls to pieces. And he turns around to face the Carver, who's insanely gibbering at this point. And that's all he can do, because he doesn't want to leave his sphere of influence. So that is that, which then will bring me to, well, it's a new turn, and I forgot to do any of my legendary actions. First off, let's get Rogar to roll me a sanity check real fast, because I almost forgot again. And he wasn't going to remind me, you bastard. Go ahead and roll it.
I thought I made it. I was like, yes.
Nope.
Yes.
I did
See
see
here. D20. Whoa. That's not gonna be good.
Nope.
It's a
It's a fail.
6. I
It's a
think.
fail. It's a fail. Roll me another
6 or
20,
5.
please. Go for the 20. Go for the 20. Go for the 20. Go for the 20. Come on, 20.
19. Pretty
Oh,
close.
close.
Oh shit!
Close.
God.
It's bad. This
No.
is bad. So unfortunately, you're not unconscious.
Well, that's good.
Instead, you are shock with fear as you see beneath you several tentacles unravel themselves from the floor and begin to wrap around your legs, and and you begin to scream out, and you are stunned for the next round. Paralyzed, one might say, and stunned.
Oh boy.
And you're standing next to the Carver, so this could get
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, it could.
So,
Yes, it could.
And at the end of your turn, using one of his legendary actions, the Scholar is going to cast Fly on himself. He outstretches his hands and he kind of pulls them out wide, and suddenly he begins to drift slowly off the floor. And now it is his turn, and he's going to fly up into the air, away from all of you. He's going to, as he reaches higher and higher, our master comes, and he throws his arms wide, and a fireball is unleashed onto the ground that will encompass pretty much everyone.
Oh.
So I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
No, someone would have let me be level 5. Counter spell. 15.
All right.
I feel like
17
that's
was my highest.
17. Yeah, because you have
10
advantage.
for me. 10 for
10
me.
for, I believe, actually, Rogar, I think you auto-fail these because you're paralyzed. You do.
You are
auto-
correct, Seth. You
Yeah, you
auto-fail.
man. Yeah, you do. You auto-fail this. Sorry, dude.
Thanks.
I just forgot. I remembered. I just remembered. So it looks like Moog and Rogar are the only ones who fail. So Moog and Rogar are going to take 36 points of fire damage. And
Then Moog is
Yikes.
unconscious.
Moog is unconscious. The rest of you are going to take, 18 points of fire damage. Oh, I
Right,
didn't roll.
death
I
saves.
didn't roll
Let's
for-
go.
I didn't roll for Breverac. Hold on. Let's see. Let's hope he fails this.
I mean, I don't know if it matters.
Shit.
He passes.
Is he more than 18 health?
18. He has 5 temporary hit points. So
Okay.
he's not quite down.
I feel like we all should have made backup characters.
All right. Rogar, are you still standing?
I am. I am still standing.
Rogar's still standing. All right. Okay.
He
Moog's
is very
down.
burnt.
I will say the creature failed, and so it is gone. It incinerates. The one next to Moog is incinerated in the blast. And I forgot to roll for him. Let's roll for him real fast.
Yeah, what about the Carver?
I'm gonna roll for the Carver. He fails, so he's gonna take. Jesus Christ! He nukes the Carver as well. The Carver
Thank
is
God.
still. He has 1 hit point as he's standing there next to Breverac. At the top of the round. That's all. That's all Vesuvius can do. And Vesuvius is almost he's almost at the ceiling. So he's at a full. We'll call it 20 feet in the air, just floating in the center of the room, cackling like a madman. And that brings us to Trist. It's your turn.
This sucks.
Carver is still standing.
I know, and I want to
Vesuvius.
I don't have to waste my turn to go after the Carver because Rogars can't do jack shit.
Very true.
Yep. We will repeat the steps, and we will flick the wrist and cast another firebolt at him.
Go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
For 23.
That hits. He only has 1 hit point. So
he's dead.
Yeah. So I'll say that as this all happens, you kind of singed by the flames. Instinctively kind of well up, taking some of the energy from the blast and kind of fling it back towards the Carver as he's singed completely. He's got and then you just take him kind of in the throat, burns a big hole about baseball size all the way through, and he just falls down dead next to Rogar.
But that's my turn.
Okay.
Saved your life, Rogar.
At the end of your turn, Vesuvius is going to use his legendary action that he got back. And he's going to... I know you guys hate me. I'm sorry. I don't have to tell you. This was not supposed to be an easy fight. Vesuvius is going to, seeing what's happening down the hallway, is going to look down. You want some more? He reaches his hand forward, and he's going to cast he kind of draws his hand towards his palm, and as he pulls back, there is a green strands of arcane energy. And let's see here. Let's see if this hits. I do have to make attack, right? Yes, spell attack. Does a 9's not going to hit you though, is it? It is not.
It's Trist?
Yeah, Trist.
No.
Not gonna hit you. As and a lance of acidic energy flings past the stunned Rogar as he's attempting to eliminate what he perceives the largest threat. It splashes past you, completely melting the stonework beside your head as you kind of duck down beside it. And that will then bring me to Moog. Need you to give me a death saving throw?
Yep. Here comes a death save. Straight up D20 roll. No whammies. That's not a whammy.
That's a pass. One pass.
Yep.
Moog has got one pass.
Oh, wait. One success.
All right. That will then bring me to Velry. It is your turn. The scholar, the cult leader, is floating 20 feet above you, currently jabbering like a madman, saying strange things in a strange language. What would you like to do, Valerie?
20 feet above me?
Yes.
So would I be able to get to him like by walking on the ceiling or something? Or?
Now, getting to the edge of the room would be problematic. You wouldn't have enough movement to kind of get to the edge and take to the ceiling. However, if you trying to like jump towards him? Okay. You have a pretty, you have unnatural strength due to some of your certain characteristics. There is a 4-post bed not too far from you that I will say that you'll be able to walk up it and probably get you about 5-10 feet off the ground. And therefore you could make the leap towards him. You would have to give me an athletics check.
Okay. I can do that. Natural 20.
Oh, shit. Okay. Easily make that check. You very quickly kind of hop up and not even getting to the top of the post. You just kind of like crouch down like a springboard and launch yourself in a straight, almost like a missile towards him. Go ahead and make your attack rolls if you're going to attack, or do you want to try to grab a hold of him?
Well,
You want to just slash him as you go?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna recklessly attack. Since I'm raging, I have to attack, right?
All right. Give me your attack rolls then.
So this was the first with the
A 19 barely hits.
this is my second one for my reckless.
Okay. That was the first attack. So 24 hits. So go and roll the next one because you're not going to be able to deal enough damage, I don't think.
Oh, balls. Okay.
That one.
So just one. I get one, right?
All right. So one hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So is that 12 points?
So 12 total.
Okay, good.
Which,
He's not looking. He's not looking good. He looks hurt pretty bad. However, as you kind of you rip into him, you begin to plummet away from him. You kind of and you're falling 20 feet down towards the ground. Go ahead and give me we'll call it acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics check. See if you can tuck and roll if you're not going to take any damage from this fall. 20 feet. I don't know if the 10 is going to do it.
It's not that high.
It's not going to be bad though. It's not going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's only going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 2. So 2 points of damage as you land a little bit hard as you kind of roll into the room, landing you actually close to Moog. All right, which will then, at the end of your turn,
Does he have to make a concentration?
He will have to make a concentration check. However, he has advantage, so I've got a pretty good chance of. Let me make sure. How much damage did you do, Valerie?
12.
10?
12 points. Okay, so he has to beat a 10. Yeah, he beat a 10. All right, so he still retains his concentration for his fly. Good call, though. At the end of her turn, he is going to use his next legendary action to let's see, here's that. Yeah, why not? Why not? He's going to take some of that residual acidic arcane energy on his hand. He clasps it together and then he flings it towards Rogar, who's technically still paralyzed. So I'll get it. Well, yeah, it's
A little bit.
Yeah, and then until my turn comes up
Yep.
and still paralyzed. So
Yep. Unfortunately, that's a natural 20.
well, it doesn't much matter. I don't have. What the hell? You
No,
just-
it's not gonna
I mean,
matter.
Rude.
Unless you do over 49
Let's see here.
damage.
Let's see how much this is gonna be.
If it's over 49, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be that much. It's gonna be.
Okay.
Let's see here. 20 points of acid damage.
Rogar is going to fall.
Rogar falls back.
Yes, unconscious.
Okay. So Rogar, as the stun is about to wear off, you kind of, and then suddenly there's a splash of acid as you, and it just gets across your arms, and you fall to the ground, burning. That will then bring me to Rogar. Need you to make me a death saving throw, please?
Oh my god.
That's 2 fails. It's a double fail. Natural 1, 2 failed death saves. This is going to be ridiculous. Let me check his inventory real fast. Brevrak, hero, is going to quickly, Friend Rogar, no! He's going to crouch down at your side and he's going to administer healing poultice.
Yeah, I'm up.
You're going to heal for 8 points. You do have 1 point of exhaustion for going down.
Okay.
But you're not
Okay.
dying anymore. As he stands up, you foul creature! You will not disgrace Clan White Shroud no longer.
Black Shroud.
Black Shroud, yes.
Black Shroud.
That's what I said. So that's the end of his turn. He can't do anything else. That will then bring me to Vesuvius' actual turn. All of you. All of you. You will bathe in the Master's glory. His eye opens up even wider. You get the idea that he's on the fringes of defeat, and he is going to take all of you with him if he can. As he is going to unleash a rain of arcane energy, begins to toil and coil throughout the room. The strange surroundings, the sky with the tentacles beginning to coalesce above him, and then patterns of rain begin to, and then they start to move faster, and all of you are hit with shards of ice as a massive cylinder almost of ice just begins to rain down upon, I think this would be everybody. I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I don't think it's going to matter.
You're already falling down.
Moog fails. You're just going to lose one death save, Moog.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
I think it's going to matter either way. My hit points are so low.
That's a fail. How'd you do, Rogar?
Son of a bitch. Sorry, I was just making sure I didn't have to disadvantage on a save, so. Let's see.
Dude, how did I roll so fucking low for this?
16.
You should see
For
this
Rogar.
roll. This is like all ones. Okay. This is only going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Unconscious.
I'm out too.
Oh, and you're out.
You said 11 points of bludgeoning damage?
Bludgeoning damage.
Or cold
Yeah.
damage? Is it cold damage?
Bludgeoning. And then, no, that's it. Yeah. Just 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Also, my
Reverse.
website's
Unconscious as well.
Well, you're raging though, aren't you? No, you went unconscious.
No, I went unconscious still.
Everybody's down. Everybody
Who's
goes down except for Brevrak. Brevrak is still standing. And the hero, Brevrak, still standing as he looks around at his fallen companions. Oh, you will not defeat me, foul creature! And as it's gonna, everybody's down. Everybody give me a death saving throw. Because it goes through all of you to get back to Brevrak's turn.
So what did that say? D20?
Just a d20. If you roll below a 10, you fail.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, all right, all right.
Rolls.
So Moog's down by 2.
Yep. Moog's about to eat the big one as Brevrak. I will say, like, this is going to be interesting. Let me make some rolls here.
Yeah.
For his final hurrah. Let me see what Brevrak has. What does he have? We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna go all out. Bonus action, for a bonus action, he will use one of his charges on his Dream Blade to coat it in a foul venom. And then he's going to hurl the blade at the individual in question. So would this be... I think he saw his advantage. I gotta read his shit. You know what? We're just gonna give it to him. I was gonna give it to him. Why is it not doing this? It's not letting me roll for him. Hold, please.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys see it?
On a turn of events. No.
Well, he rolled a 22 to hit. So that's definitely going to hit. And let's see, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. He fails his Constitution saving throw, so let's roll damage for Breverac. He threw his sword end over end. It's only 5 points of piercing damage. However, on the Dream Blade, I believe. Hold on. Looking at 3d6 of poison damage. If I kill my own dude, this is going to be embarrassing again.
You have to. We're all dead.
$3d6. Jesus Christ. So, unfortunately, for me, that is one more than I needed. As with everybody down, back against the wall, hero of the day, Breverac Blackshroud, coats his blade in a slick venom, and just kind of like, it's not even end over end, he just kind of like throws it, and it strikes Vesuvius center mass in the chest, and his body begins to lock up as the venom begins to disperse through his system, and he falls onto the ground, limp and dying. And that's where we're going to take our first break.